New intro. Hey man, that looks awesome.
Yes, I made it today. I was like, new show, new intro. Um,
Nice.
I'm
Did you
very
keep up?
sorry. I'm very sorry, Ben, but your name wasn't in it because
Oh, I know. I'm only a B cup. I'm sorry.
that. Okay, guys, Bristolian Dave could not make it today, but we have Fusebox, Mr. Ben, right? He's here. And we are so glad that you wanted to fill in, man. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah, man. Anytime.
Excellent. Um, to be clear, we never really interacted before, right? This was like a spontaneous thing, and but it's really cool to meet you and to do this together. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been meaning to go on more streams. I've been wanting to meet more people. So it was just serendipitous that I saw you were looking for more folks.
Yes, yeah, man. Okay, so how are you guys doing, David? How are you, man?
I'm doing fine. Well, I had a stressful day at work. Just barely made it into the home.
Woo,
But other than that, I'm fine. It's good and dandy. Comments are
great.
doing great. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to talk. I saw the
Yeah.
video from Bancroft about the trans team.
Oh
That was
yes,
funny as hell.
yes.
Oh dear. So yeah, no, I'm doing fine. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Dave?
I'm doing fine. Yeah, I was a little bit stressed about this stream, but it's becoming less and less. I'm doing this now for like a few years now, uh, and it's becoming much easier. I'm now accepting that streams will never go smooth. Things will just happen, and just let it happen, man, and uh,
Go with the flow, maybe.
go with the flow. This is right. And we have Ben here, we have you here, we have cool people in the chat. Let us see who is here. We have Renarchy. Renarchy 666. Welcome, Renarchy. Awesome. Yeah. And we have David Feed. Yeah. Give your boy Ben a warm welcome. Woo! Yeah. Awesome.
Give you a like, or
Yeah.
like a like when you catch the replay.
Hell yeah,
So,
I appreciate it.
So Ben, you're a comic book creator, right?
Yep. Outlaw Nights is my first attempt at getting my writing out there, and I'm very proud of it.
There it is. There it is.
Wow!
Excellent.
I like it. I love it.
I appreciate that.
Was one of the good old action pages. Wow!
Oh, nice.
You don't play around. This is like hardcore.
Hell yeah.
I think the I was looking forward to a so-called Captain Chop Chop or Sergeant Chop Chop, but he's not. Unfortunately, doesn't make it in the book. But Mr. Bartender is pretty badass. Like just like chugging a drink, yeah, just bam, 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 blasting fools left and right. Like without even breaking a sweat. This. I mean, come on, look at this. He's just killing people and taking a drink. Come on.
Yeah. Just another
Highly
Tuesday.
recommend.
Yeah.
Just another yes. For this guy's like whatever.
Yeah. Well, just another day. Yeah. So
Whatever.
do you draw, Ben? Or
I
are you
do
the writer?
not. I'm just the writer. I hire artists. But I mean, I feel like the artists are the ones who really make it pop. And yeah, I unfortunately am not going to be able to get the original artist. He just kind of vanished. Like
He
I don't know
vanished.
what-
Oh no.
Yeah, like not even just like it's not like he avoided me or anything. Like he just vanished. Like nobody knows what happened to him.
Oh wow.
It's bizarre. And
It's
so
weird.
I don't know. Have you heard of Jay Krager?
Yeah.
No.
Jay Krager is going to be doing issue 2.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh, damn! That's the guy from wait. What's the book? Hammer, right?
Yep.
Hey, his art is sick. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Have you? We should show the campaign. Like, have you?
I'm out of the loop here. I don't know this
He's the guy who
artist.
makes this comic called Hammer, which is kind of like a thunder god. What's his name? Thor
Oh,
Yeah.
Thor,
story.
right? Yes.
But it's like a girl, but it's like super badass. It's oh my god.
Cool. Renarchy says he's drawing people melting.
Oh lordy.
That sounds like fun.
That does sound like fun.
Vicious Ink Comics is here. Hail the triple Ds. Welcome, Vicious Ink Comics. We are now with 2 Ds and 1 B. Bistonian Dave isn't here, but we have Ben from Fusebox, creator of Outlaw Knights,
Yep.
right? Yes. Okay, I got that right. Excellent.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah.
Hammer. A
Hammer.
post Ragnarok tale by J. Krager.
Ooh, sounds excellent.
You've never seen this guy in and around the Comicsgate scene.
The art looks familiar. Yes.
I mean, look at this. Oh my god! Like, oh.
Cool.
Well, I don't know. I like it. He also makes like some how do you say, not standees. He makes like figures, like full blown sculptures, like the monsters, the weapons, and some of the stuff in the comic. He makes models out of it before he creates it, or like he designs it and then he creates like these models of the monsters. It has a
Right.
very, very, very unique style. This guy.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Looks great,
Yeah.
man.
Where's he was selling even a mask, like a mask of Loki or something like that, and that mask was so badass. Oh my god. Let me see if I find. Oh, come on. Boom. Anyway, yes. Yeah, Jason Krager, he's really good. I don't know if he's like super famous, but he's very good.
Yeah, that looks great in black and white also, with all the hatching and textures. Very nicely done, man.
Oh,
And he's working with you now, man. That's
Yep.
amazing.
That's sick.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. I just got to get some money together.
Yeah, that's
yeah, well, I suppose, yes.
that certainly helps. Yes. Greg. Hey, Greg. Welcome, Greg. Yeah, this looks fantastic. Absolutely bonkers, man.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I guess he's not cheap. I would imagine he's not really cheap.
Cool. Great
Yeah,
stuff.
what's the deal? Why all the good artists are so expensive? It's not even fair.
Yeah, the bad artists should be expensive. The good artists should be cheap.
Exactly. You would think it is like that, looking at Marvel, like $1 billion corporation. These are like shit art and all the comics, like Tumblr
Right.
level art. Come
Yes.
on.
Yes, and the thing is that we the indies on average pay more than the mainstream does right now. So these artists, if they work for me, for instance, they can earn more money than when they work for DC. It's
That is insane. In a perfect world, right now, there would be an ongoing Cyberfrog cartoon. Like, there would already be season 1 and they were looking at season 2. In a perfect world. You know?
Yes.
If you
I don't think EVS can keep it up to make one issue every month. It's a different momentum that you need
it's
to
a
have.
different beat. Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. But that is certainly. Dave, if you could choose, what would you like Perfect 10 to be? A movie, an anime, a series, a TV series? Like with real life TV.
Mhm.
What would you like?
Animation, definitely.
Animation.
Yeah. So these characters look exactly like in comic, plus you can have all these anime-esque battle scenes with the like you can't replicate that with real life,
Right.
without using CGI and having it look fake. At least with animation, you can much further get into the fictional element of it. These crazy battles. Um, did you see the one scene from the new She-Hulk series where the She-Hulk gets attacked
Oh yeah.
by what is supposed to be Titania? She doesn't look at all like Titania, and she just flies towards her with her leg stretched out, and you can just see it's all wire work with maybe some CGI shenanigans going on. It looks
Yeah, I
fake.
saw.
Yeah,
Yeah, look, it was reminiscent of like the Power Rangers. It was that cheap looking.
Yes. The Power Rangers are charm, at least.
anime battles scenes are awful. Yeah, Greg is not a fan of
Greg's not a
manga
fan
and
of
anime
anime.
in general. I
Oh
think,
lordy.
but I love it, man. Anime, fantastic. And we have John Hansen in the chat. Awesome, John Hansen. John Hansen is a
Oh,
great artist, guys. Um, I posted something a little, I think yesterday, about a character called Glorious, which is my version of the She-Hulk. I created her to counter what Marvel did with their She-Hulk. They completely mismanaged her, and so we made our version from our universe, so I can write my own version like I think should be. And John Hansen drew his version of her, and it was fantastic. So I posted this yesterday. I think, yeah. Greg says anime and manga has killed storytelling in this era. I hate almost all of it.
there are, one of the problems with anime is that what we get outside of Japan, like I suppose what you get in America is usually like popular stuff that is very very commercial. Like Dragon Ball, One Piece, all that crap. So
I love
obviously you're
Dragon Ball.
okay. Which Dragon Ball is fantastic, but everything else is whatever. But you're judging this whole industry by what is this pop culture thing that comes all the way from Japan to America. But in general, there's a lot more of manga and anime than just those popular stuff. You'd have to like get immersed in that too.
Yet even within manga, you have like different genres and styles. It's maybe to us from the outside, you can easily say it's all the same, but it's
Yeah.
not. It's yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So yeah.
wasn't there like someone saying that the what's his name, Doctor Naple was complaining that manga is like creatively bankrupt or some crap like that.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dude, what the hell? The Japanese art scene has been probably going on for much longer than comics.
Yes, it's. Look, I've been collecting anime since I was a teenager. You had these. They were released here in the Netherlands, and I collected them. So my first movie probably was Akira. You know Akira, right? It was all hand drawn, and I couldn't believe it, man. It's like watching this masterpiece. It's just a masterpiece. So many people worked on one movie
Yeah.
by hand. Every little window just painted in, and so much work, so much talent, and yeah, from that moment on, I just loved anime. Just the entire process and the skills behind it, and the talent. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ghost
yeah.
in the Shell, Vampire Hunter D, Ninja Scroll. I mean, those.
Oh, Ninja Scroll. Yes, of course.
Is this what you mean?
Oh, this is Glorious, but this is not the John Hanson version. This is drawn by Jim Jimenez.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
but this is the
shoot.
same character. Yes. So we want to release this book somewhere next year.
Where would this... if I go to media, can I be... what is it? Searching your tweet on your own stream? What is going on?
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but yeah.
I saw that image of Glorious is the name of the character.
Glorious, yes.
Is this the one you mean?
I'm still seeing
wait.
the same one.
Ah! Okay, good. I was searching in the background, so I'm not
if today's
boxing or
anime
anything.
was near the quality of Akira, I'd be into it. Yeah.
No, okay, yeah.
Okay,
is a
that's
statement.
that's
fair. Yes, this is her.
Bam!
And this is one of two drawings that John made of her. But yeah, so the design can still change a little bit, but at least she's like this buxom gal with a little bit of muscle, and she's tall. She's much like the She-Hulk, you know. And she's happy. She's confident. She isn't a victim. She doesn't feel oppressed. She does
I
just.
was going to ask, does she get upset about catcalling? And
No, she loves it.
Okay.
She loves it. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was weird, right?
Did you see that video? Or have you
Yes.
seen She-Hulk?
I've seen like the famous clips that are going around. Like I canceled Disney Plus right before the final episode of WandaVision. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. WandaVision.
Ranaki says, I just enjoyed all the ultra violence and nudity of anime of that era. Angel Cop, Devilman, Mad Bull. Yeah, I've seen them all, man. Fantastic. This is fantastic. Yes. So Ben, you're into anime?
Like I'm very selective. Like I like a few of the famous animes from like the 90s and stuff. And I mean, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. Dragon Ball is probably like one of my favorite series of all time. Like,
Right.
I can't get enough of it. Although the manga recently has been kinda like they had like an issue come out yesterday that I was kind of on the fence about.
So you're keeping up to date till today on Dragon Ball?
Yep.
Wow. So you're really like a hardcore fan. Like Dragon Ball is your thing.
Oh God, yeah. I love Saiyans.
What is Dragon Ball GT like canon in among hardcore fans?
No.
Oh, okay.
Dragon Ball Super has very much replaced it. And I mean, I think a lot of people have problems with Dragon Ball Super, and I don't blame them because Dragon Ball Super kind of, there's areas where they play around with the canon a little too much. They kind of contradict themselves a little bit. But I mean, in my eyes, I think it's still better than GT. So.
I never watched GT, but I kind of like the design of the animes. The animes look like, at least design-wise, they look kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why people hate the series. Like, I don't know. Why do they hate it? I never saw the series, so what's the...
Well, like, they did things that I think a lot of people don't, they didn't want the story to go the way they took it. Like Goku, by an accidental wish, he becomes a little kid again.
Right.
And he pretty much stays a little kid through the whole series, and it's bizarre. And then some people like the way it ended. I really didn't, where Goku just kind of vanishes. He like merges with the Dragon Balls and just leaves all of his friends and family behind and literally just kind of disappears. And Piccolo gets stuck in hell. very bizarre.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
For how cheerful the whole series was, yeah, I can imagine people didn't like that.
Jaded One, welcome. Original Berserk, anime, samurai, Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, Bubblegum Crisis, all great anime. Hmm. Yeah.
I definitely agree with Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Oh lordy.
There's no story in Dragon Ball Z. There are just a series of events and a shitload of brainless dialogue. And every battle lasts like, the animated series, right? You have every battle lasts like four episodes. Yeah.
It's a soap opera for young boys who have just hit puberty. I get that. Like, you know.
Yes. Yes. You have
Yeah,
this.
I would agree with that.
You have this rule, right? In writing that you have this plot device that can break stories or is considered to be weak, which is the Deus ex machina, where you suddenly solve this problem through something that wasn't there before, that wasn't hinted at. Like we usually in Western writing we use like foreshadowing. But with manga, with anime, I watched Bastard, for instance. I watched the anime Bastard on Netflix, and similar to Dragon Ball, you have these battles, and people just pull out new, stronger powers out of their ass. Like, oh no, you
Yeah.
got me! Oh. And then suddenly, oh no, you didn't. I still have this trick right here.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
so
I
at some point, it does lose its excitement because they're going to get out of this.
yeah, after so many times, like, yeah, okay, yeah, something's gonna happen, a new power is gonna come, and whatever,
Yeah.
and this and that. I read Bastard, like the whole manga from the issue 1 to like almost the last one that went out in whatever that year was. It gets so tired. So you're like kind of waiting for, okay, it's gonna get good now. It's gonna get good. Like, no, it's just exactly the same. It's exactly that. Like he's just about to die. He's just about to die, and then oh no, he knows this new spell that's even more powerful than the last
Yeah.
spell. It's like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I've
You
seen
can't do that. You can't do that with the comics we produce. If we do that, we get like reviews like what the fuck is this? Yeah.
There's only so much you can do. I mean, I don't know. How did Dragon Ball get away with that? Like, what is the secret? Why Dragon Ball was so people are so fond of it, even though it kind of
It's mostly the fighting, like the specific. Everybody loves the brawls and the specific moves they use and stuff. And I think most people really love like the Super Saiyan transformation stuff.
Right.
Because
right.
deep down,
Okay.
whenever you get angry, you wish that you could just power up and your hair turns blonde and
Just because you grew up with something doesn't make it good. I don't still get into the Smurfs and Scooby Doo. Yeah.
I never got into Scooby Doo mainly
No, me
because like
neither.
Scooby Doo, every episode is the same episode.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They do the same thing in every episode.
Okay, guys. I want to share something with you, and I would like your opinion on it. It's something I don't really get why it doesn't get more attention. Because this has been going on now for 9 years. Okay, here we go. Let me share the screen. So this campaign was set to deliver in December 2013. Right?
Oh my lord!
And up until
Okay.
this day, look, this is Brigade, right, from Rob Liefeld. This is not. Look, I like Rob Liefeld's work. It's not about that. It's just this is this is a Kickstarter that's still going on, and to this day, if you see the comments right here, people are still asking about their books. Where are the books? And if they ask for refunds, they get ignored.
Oh my lord.
And it's a lot. It's a lot. And this guy got like 562 backers for over $53,000. You know, you can deliver for that kind of money.
Whoa.
It's crazy. But for some reason, people just don't talk about it. And I'm wondering why. Is it because this is Rob Liefeld we're talking about, or because these people care? You know, all these people
Yeah.
care. There are updates. Even look, he has update here. So the latest one. So he keeps updating, right? The latest one is from last month, and then you have comments, and the comments are also complaining. I still haven't received my books. I emailed you multiple times. Emailed you, never received anything. So people are not happy.
This okay. What is this brigade? Is this like a famous comic? Is this like a new creation?
Brigade was a title that Rob Liefeld launched in the 90s under the Extreme label, and it had like 20 issues. I'm not sure, and now it's back with Brigade Returns. At least it would be back 9 years ago.
Okay.
So people know this series from the 90s. I know it also.
And it just didn't deliver.
Well, probably, yeah. It looks like it because people. The last complaint is 4 days ago, last month,
Oh my God.
and I've browsed through this thread. Look at this, 755 comments. It goes back like 8 to 9 years.
Wow. Okay.
It's crazy.
9
Yeah.
years late on a comic. That's Jesus.
But Rob Liefeld, he's on Twitter, no? He's like
Yeah.
still out there tweeting.
Yes. Yeah, there are people stating that he's been selling Brigade comics while they are still waiting. So I'm not sure on the details, but I trust that these backers do not lie. You know, all these backers complaining, they're not lying. So I'm convinced this book is just late, and for some reason Mr. Liefeld ignores them. So I'm not sure,
Yeah,
man.
That's probably the worst thing you can do is just ignore. I mean, if you would come out and say like, it's late because I don't know, we're in the middle of a copyright dispute, you would have some understanding, right?
Yes.
It's late because I ran out of money and I got divorced and I'm out of a job, whatever. If you just go radio silence, it's like it could be anything. It could be you just ran away with the money and you just don't care. Anything is within the realms of possibilities if you don't, update the backers.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like considering, considering how famous he is and all, it's like it comes off as like it's like, oh, I'm I don't need to respond to these people.
Right.
Yes.
Someone confronted him about this, like on Twitter, said like, "Hey, Mr. Red Blob."
Liefeld will never fulfill that book. He doesn't care. He's making money, and people are still. So it's all good to him. Yeah. People still defend him. He still has fans. So it's yeah. Hey, Ryu. Welcome, Ryu. Watching from the beginning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Reneki says, I like how people will write Ethan about how long his book is taking, but I remember waiting like 4 years for another issue of Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk. Oh, Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk, but that's not through crowdfunding, right? That's just a mainstream book that got delayed. Yeah.
It sounds like that. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure,
Hey, 58 Underground, welcome. I saw your post about this, Dave. This is ridiculous and gives all pause for pledging on new indie comic campaigns. Yeah, that also. There are people working so hard to get these books made, and they are grateful to the backers, and these backers help them to bring these books into reality. And meanwhile, you have professionals like Leifold, and he can't even deliver, man. So, and sometimes people just support these people that they know, these franchises they know Leifold, they know Brigade, they back it, and they have this bad experience, and they will probably never back anything again, especially from people they know that they don't know.
Yeah. Now this is ridiculous. Like 1-2 years is late. It's horribly late. 10
Yes.
years is like, oh, okay, come on. This is
yeah.
There he is.
Oh, good lord.
wow.
That's not even
I don't know.
art. Oh, here.
I didn't grow up in America, so or with American comics, so I'm not really like a huge on Rob Liefeld. But I know he's like huge in America. It's just weird that he has like like this. Yeah, whatever. 9 years, I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is one thing I like about, for example, John Malin, who's like I think he's a little bit of a fan of Rob Liefeld.
Yes.
John Malin, he bossed his ass making these comics.
Yes.
He's like, okay, I make Graveyard Shift 3, I finish it, I deliver it. Next, Graveyard Shift 4, finish it, deliver it. It's like, perfect.
And if you look at this art, right? So it takes 9 years to make. And if you look at the art, it's always the case with Liefeld books. Not knocking on the guy. I have comics from Liefeld, but truth of the matter is that the inkers and the colorists carry his work. They do most of the heavy lifting here.
Mm.
Without the colors, if you just have the line work, you have nothing. You have this character here, you have no background. The colorist had to do something here. There's nothing going on. So 9 years for this book.
This looks boring as hell. I'm sorry. But I remember the Authority. What was the Authority? And that guy's from the Authority, right? That's like what's his name? Apollo from the Authority. Is it not?
No, I don't think so. That's a different franchise.
No. Go down below to the guy with that guy. Is that Apollo from the Authority?
No. I think it's a new version of Supreme.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, okay.
Well,
yeah. I've seen the Authority. I've seen Planetary. Those books are fucking awesome. This looks boring as hell, in my honest opinion. Like my non-American opinion.
Yeah. Sumo, hey, welcome, Sumo. Greg says I could draw better than Liefeld, and I'm right up there. Yeah. Battle Brick Road took too long, but it was definitely worth the wait. Great book. Yes. Just deliver, just deliver and keep your backers updated. But what Rob does here, he just ignores them. You cannot do that. That is not acceptable.
Yeah, it's like I think most backers would be willing to forgive lateness.
Bam!
If they were updated, it's like these aren't just your backers; these are like your investors.
Exactly.
Come with me if you want to live.
That is beautiful.
This book is fantastic. Yeah, it was a bit late, but it's still fucking fantastic.
Awesome.
Battle Brick Road by your boy Eric Weathers.
Very cool. Yeah. So that was basically it. I came across this, and I was wondering why people weren't talking about it. That was it. So yeah.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty big screw up.
You made a
Just got
tweet about it, didn't you?
Wrath of God last week. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
Aaron Lepresti.
Right. Yes. Immortal Rising comic book. Welcome. Yeah. So anyway, stop sharing. So yes. Okay. So, and I feel guilty that I'm running behind on schedule with Perfect 10 issue 3, and I'm now I think 1 month behind. You know, and and I feel terrible about it. You know, but people told me we don't mind, man. You keep us updated. So all's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep open communications. That's probably the best. And it's not that difficult. Like inks are coming in, colors are coming. I had a bad
Yes.
day. Whatever. Just keep the backers updated.
Yes. When you don't update, this means nothing is going on.
Right.
That's
yeah.
it.
People can imagine anything. It's like, okay, you run away
Yeah.
with money, or you
Exactly.
fill in the blanks with whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of Deathsworn, by the way? He
Yep.
hasn't updated for like 9 months or something like that.
Yes. He also disappeared.
He disappeared from the face of the planet. Like,
So
he hasn't tweeted anything. Like, he's like, is he alive? Like, maybe he died and no one knows.
This is. I have to change this. Wait, I have to change it because it's not Dave, and David, but it's Dave and David. There we go. Save. And Triple E. There we go. Show. Yes. So yeah. Comments. Let's see. Sumo says there are creators who seem like pretty good guys to me, but who are horrible with giving updates. It makes them look bad. You got to do updates even if it's bad news. Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Hit the like button, guys. Yes. Okay.
10 people watching, 9 likes. Like, 1 people is slacking behind. Come on. Come on.
Okay. Another topic. I think this is your topic, David. Let's share it. Let's share it. Let's talk about it. What do you guys think about this? So, Marvel makes history with the first ever all-trans superhero team.
Oh, you're sharing the same thing I was sharing. There you go. Perfect.
Oh,
Is this
Lord.
the same thing? Yes.
Yeah, it is exactly the same thing.
Okay, cool. So, for the first time in Marvel history, an all-transgender superhero team appeared on panel, all members of a super trans support group run by D-Man. A super trans support group. Right.
D-Man.
So is this called Super Trans? What's the title of this book? The title is
LGBTD.
LGBTD or LGBT'd? I don't know.
You just that sounds like you just got LGBT, son.
We lost Greg.
Too much anime for him.
So their powers are to be able to switch genders? Like that's their ability?
No,
I think worse.
I think none of them can change gender even. Let us see what they can do.
Do they still need surgery, or like can they just make it happen?
I don't know.
There is a part where they start explaining their powers and their name.
Yes.
No, it's right. Yeah, that's the part where they explain
Here
their powers.
Here you have it. Yes. All right. You have 4 truly brilliant new trans non-binary characters. So we already know they are brilliant, right?
Right.
So we have Nora, aka Pity Girl, and we have the pronouns We need to know the pronouns. Who's
Kitty
able to hit?
girl.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
supposed to feel
Girl.
sorry for her. That's her thing.
Yeah, she's able to hypnotize people by reading them sad stories. So she probably reads people this comic book, and they get hypnotized.
God, we'll just pull anything out these days. Shit.
PT
Okay.
girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Pity girl. Then you have Reed, aka Aphelion. Aphelion. They, them. So, okay, he's
Right.
they are a non-binary hero who can freeze things with the anti-universe stores in their chest. Okay.
That's so. But isn't Aphelion like the name of a sun-related god or something like that? Also, the Aphelion is like the god of the sun or the god of sunrise or something like that. So, get it, guys? It's really clever, Aphelion. But because he's trans, like he freezes over instead of fire. It's really clever,
I don't really get the power. All right. Then you have Rex
No, but
Ridley.
I think it has to do with I don't know if it's like it's trying to allude to the fact that this guy, like had like a mastectomy. So he had like the chest removed because, trans and surgeries. And so that the chest is empty now. And so there's like an empty pocket of universe there, which he uses to freeze over things. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It's
It
really
could
deep.
be. It could be. I don't know.
Oh my god.
It could be. It could be interesting. I don't know. Okay. Then you have Rex Ridley, aka Good Arson. A dude. So no pronouns, but just a dude.
Oh.
Who can light stuff on fire with a thought. Right.
So he's basically Pyro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pyro, or Johnny Storm.
Or
Well, I guess
Johnny
it's that
Storm.
he doesn't use his actual hands or anything. He just thinks it.
Right.
'Cause that's
All
so different.
Yeah, it's like a pyrokinetic, right? It's yeah. And
Isn't
finally,
Pyro like isn't Pyro like a pyrokinetic already?
yes, yes,
I
yes.
thought that
But
was his spiel.
Pyro cannot create fire. He needs a flame to.
Oh, okay. So
to
this
make it
guy
grow.
can actually create it with his.
Yes,
thoughts.
yes, he has these flame throwers that he needs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and finally you have Soph, aka Face Shopper. She, her, who can shapeshift into anyone who she thinks is cool. And is a tribute to the eternally cool trans pop star Sophie. Right.
Oh my
Who?
god. This is.
She can shapeshift into anyone she thinks is cool. Cross Comics, welcome Cross Comics. I hope you like.
So if she thinks they're lame, she can't transform into them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
do you think this Sophie, like died? What was
I
the
don't know.
story? Yeah, I remember that.
No way, Mr. D. Trans sisters tolerate.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says here. Instead of Avengers Assemble, they have trans sisters tolerate.
Oh my god.
So I don't know, man. It's look.
This is like a parody.
Yeah, it's. I don't mind these trans characters. In fact, in 1961, I created a character called Gallant, and it's a character that changes gender constantly. It's part of the power set. But it's so that's totally cool. But you have to be creative with it, do something with it, not just we want to have this team of trans. Because I don't know, man.
And they threw Spider-Man in there.
They literally threw him under the bus. He's literally on the ground begging. I don't know, for mercy, maybe.
Hey, Tony. Tony Horton. Welcome, Tony.
Oh, wait.
So, yeah. So, that, guys. Would you buy this? Would you buy this comic?
Hell no. Oh my god.
I might
No.
buy it just as like satire, you know,
Right.
like because this feels like a comic that's making fun of that whole subculture. 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
But it's also why would you put these characters together? You know, if why not just have one trans character with the X-Men, for instance, and just normal, just normal, just put them in there. But instead, they group together like we need all characters who are the same together. Um, and we have to have all like I don't know, like characters who are gay. You have them all together. You know why?
I don't know why Marvel is doing this, like Marvel voices, and they have, like it's a whole indigenous team. Everyone is like, like First Nation, whatever, indigenous. It's a whole team, and everyone is gay. The whole team. That's kind of racist in it and of itself. It's like
Racist?
racist, sexist, everything. It's like we're going to
Right.
do an exclusively white male heterosexual team, no women allowed. Like people would be flipping their minds out. But this is cool. It's like, yeah, we're doing everyone's trans. No cis people, heterosexual people are allowed. Like that's the definition of sexist. This is insane. Like no wonder people think this is a parody. Like, even look at the character. The pity girl, which I think is the one in the middle.
Yeah, I think it's this one. Yes.
Yeah, he's like, just like all sad, like holding her poems under the arm and just like, oh my god, looking down on the other guy, like hypnotizing her with their sad story. But like, this is ridiculous. This is I would believe this is from someone making fun of trans people. Then it would make sense,
Exactly.
like, yeah, I want to make fun of these people and put them in the worst light possible. Here you
Yeah.
go, like, oh my god, just like whiny and like crying and pitying. Oh. What
Yeah.
the hell, man?
Yeah. It's more like satire. Yeah.
Yes.
I want to know specifically who came up with the idea of a power where she reads you a sad story and it makes you sad. Superpower.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it's very limited. I think also for a power, you can't do much spectacular stuff with it.
Yeah, no, it's like
What if the
Anyway,
villain doesn't want to listen?
yeah. It's like, yeah, no thanks, bye.
Reneki says, if you saw what I was drawing right now, everyone would be far more interested than this X-Men team. Yeah, let's quit it. Let's stop it here. I'm definitely interested in what Reneki is drawing.
People melting. That sound.
Let me see if I missed anything in the chat, guys. 58 Underground says, in this day and age, delays are bound to occur. Communication is the key. You do a great job on updates, Dave. Thank you. I try, even if it's something small, like we have a new perk, whatever, just put it up there, We're still working, we're still doing things, we're still alive, Gregory says, a comic book about trans superheroes doesn't even need villains to try to kill them because the trans heroes will kill themselves anyway. And
Okay, sorry.
and if you like it, that's fine. If it's your thing, that is fine. It's just interesting to see how far Marvel drifted away from the comics that I grew up with and that I thought was cool, like cool looking characters, like sexy characters and muscled characters and awesome battles and cool backgrounds with destruction and it's far removed from what we have nowadays. Which brings me to the next thing. To the next. Let me share with you some sequential art from modern comics that I've collected. Share. Here we go. Share the screen. I think this is from X-Men, modern X-Men. Okay, this is one panel. Okay, if you read this right, it says Katrina fires out a supportive tweet. She gets a lot of positive interaction. It'll be an hour before the bigots come out. She wishes the retweets could be a shield above Krakoa. She knows it's not, but solidarity is a power too. Okay, they often tell people write what you know, right? So this is what the writer knows. Tweeting.
Twitter is a metaphor for life.
Yeah.
It's deep, man.
This is, oh my god! Like
Shadowhawk. Hey, Shadowhawk. Welcome.
Hey, mate. But even the panel is so boring. Like, couldn't you, like at least make it interesting? Like with a cool angle, or like
from
like from
above.
the top. Like bam,
Yes.
she's like it's just like a straight angle, like this, sitting down. It's so boring.
Past Master Dan, welcome. Excellent. Yeah.
Isn't Krakoa, like the island that is kidnapping mutants all over the world at the current storyline, anyway?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be their separate nation because, now X-Men promotes segregation.
Yes. They have their own island now. And they can't die, right? Because they get resurrected constantly.
Yeah, something like that.
So nothing matters. Nothing that happens matters anymore.
Right.
Marvel really wrote themselves into this corner where nothing matters.
But this almost sounds like a religion. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I'm tweeting for this. This is almost like I'm praying for, Krakoa or whatever. Like, replace praying for tweeting, and this would sound like a religious, rite.
Right.
Every morning. Yes. Every morning I'm tweeting to protect Krakoa and.
Yes. Okay. next page. I think the next page is from a Batman comic. Okay, this is the page. I think this is a photograph that they filtered over. Set of photographs. It doesn't look drawn.
No.
Yeah.
So this is a Batman comic. And you can do something interesting with this, but the constant repetitions, you see this a lot lately with books. These repetitive panels.
Can you even read what it says in the
No,
text?
No, the resolution is too low. I can't read it.
Mm-hmm.
In the book you probably can, but yeah. Anyway, it could work. The scene could work. I'm just a bit bothered that it doesn't look drawn. I want to see drawn things, not like yeah.
But why do we have like 4 black panels? That I don't understand. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
And I think it's just like also like what you were talking about with the last page. It's like it's just so bland and like muted. It's like you could do some kind of an angle, or you could add some kind of colors to it to make it pop more.
Yes.
And it's just this sterile looking monotone, just ugh.
And
Yeah,
imagine
well,
you're on your phone chatting with someone, and you're like, I need to put down the phone. I need to read a comic book. You put it down. You pick up this book, and this is the page that you open up to. You're like, God damn it! Yeah.
I could be on my phone and reading something interesting.
Yeah. They have segregated themselves. I'm sure their biggest enemies are probably cool with that. Okay, next page. Oh, right. This is
Okay.
from a She-Hulk book. So I'm not even going to read it. I'm not interested in reading it. I just saw this and the art. Look, this is. You can
This
compare
is
this to the comics that we produce, David and Ben. What we produce is visually interesting. But what is
it's
this?
1,000
Who is this
times better.
for?
Like there are no backgrounds. It's all straight angles. It's exactly that. You can make a lawyer client lawyer accused scene interesting, but you would have to like change like the angles, change like the at some point like show the whole the whole. You did like an establishing shot, right? Like where you
Right.
see the jury and the judge and the lawyers and all the people watching this trial happen, and if like someone is like the lawyer is like accusing of someone, maybe use like a more like a down to top angle, like you are being accused, the
Yes,
victim, or
exactly.
more like a low angle, like oh sorry, like you change things up, right? It's a visual medium, fuck sakes.
Yeah, this is all very very robotic. It's just like this is the information that we want the reader to have. This guy says this. This woman says this.
Yeah,
This. That's it. It's not inviting you to experience a scene. It's just telling you people are saying things. That's it.
Yeah,
but I
you're
I think
mean,
I
using
have the
visuals to evoke emotion.
right, yeah.
same here. This is look at this background. This is so boring. This person didn't even take a a reference for a courtroom or something. Do something.
That would be like the minimum effort, like take a picture and filter it out. This is not even that. This is just like whatever squares.
Yeah, maybe it's because they just don't get paid, so they're just like fuck it. I'm just going to make this.
That could be true.
Yeah,
God, She-Hulk just looks awful in this.
yeah, yeah, man. This is look at her. Look at her.
Wait,
This
that is
is
supposed to be blah.
yes.
I thought it was like an alien. Honest to God, I thought, oh look, there's like a green alien, like
Oh man.
in a trial. Okay, I guess.
You can compare this to a random page from the She-Hulk from the John Byrne era. Just put it side by side. Man, this John Byrne She-Hulk run is phenomenal. It looks fantastic. She-Hulk acts exactly like she should act, and this is boring as fuck. It's like they challenge themselves. How do we make a boring comic?
Yeah, yeah, that would be it. Like, oh dear.
Okay. This scene, I saw this, and so here we have it's from a Tom King Batman
Oh
book.
God.
So yeah, and so of course you have Catwoman, which was also a mistake, I think, to bring them together, Batman and Catwoman, but that's another story. And so Catwoman here takes out 3 Flashes, takes them all out. Catwoman does not have superpowers. She does not have the speed force. So what is the Speed Force? What's the point of the Speed Force if you can be taken out by a woman without powers? 3 of you.
I mean, is it just in theory? If you have the Speed Force, and she knocks one of you out because whatever, the other 2 guys, they would probably like beat the crap out of her in that 1 second where she's punching the other guy, right?
Yeah,
Like she got one of them by surprise, like whatever, he was careless, but in that very second where she has the arm stretched like that, like the other 2 guys could just like, I don't know, grab her and send her into the back of time, like.
Yeah, but even one she shouldn't be able to take out.
It's no, it wouldn't be able to, like.
It's like a snail versus 3 cheetahs and then winning. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like at the time she's trying to punch one of them, he would be like, "Oh my god."
I think it's like they're trying to. Well, it's like he's trying to make it seem like she's able to predict their movements. Like when they're coming up to her, but it's like that makes no sense.
No.
They would have to be invisible to her, right? Like they would move faster than she can even. Her brain can react to.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't even make an ounce of sense.
She has to be what the fuck happened,
Yeah. She'll probably be dead on the floor before she would.
Cross Comics thinks that, to be fair, Batman might be able to do this too.
Well, that makes sense in that, like, Batman with his like genius intellect, he could probably predict, like, okay, knowing the way Flash is, he's coming up, he's gonna try to do this move to me, so I'll just counter it. It's like that could make sense, but Catwoman, that's not her character.
Right, I could imagine Batman doing this. I could honestly do that. Like just moving in such a weird, unpredictable way because he knows how they think and how they act, that it works out.
But to them, Batman and Catwoman should move in slow motion. So even when Batman would move strangely, they would follow everything easily. It's very slow to them. Hey, Dr. Rhino. Hey, man. Welcome. Sorry for being late. Better late than never, man. Sumo says, how would her bones not snap if she even tried to hit them moving at speed?
Yes. Yeah, he's right.
Oh, it's because she's a woman.
Yeah, that's it. It's woman powers.
But that's true. Like they would be moving, really fast. So it would be like you trying to move, I don't know, stop a car going like at 400 kilometers per hour with your hand. Yeah, of course it's gonna work. Wouldn't her hand be just like a dust after that? I mean, come on. And, what I love the most about these panels is the body expression. How do you call it? There's like the body movement, the bodily expression of Batman. He's like, huh? Oh.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
He's like so surprised, like with his arms all barely, like up there. It's like, oh my god, what happened here? Oh my god, what happened there?
Yeah.
This is so emasculating. This is ridiculous.
And there's no one there at DC who tells them, no, this isn't this isn't happening. This is ridiculous. There's no editor.
Yeah, that's obvious.
This sounds like Tom King or whatever his name is. Is like, I'm trying to fuck with DC, and I'm just trying to see how far can I get away with it. I'm just gonna make the most ridiculous shit ever, and see if anyone like stops me or says anything. Like this is a challenge to the editors. Will you say something? I'm just gonna make the most ridiculous stuff and.
58 Underground has the theory that maybe they don't want to hit a woman.
But then why are they zooming up to her?
Yeah, what were they doing then? What were they planning? They can just grab her. They don't have to hit her. They can grab her and pin her down or something. There are 3 of them. There are 3 men with the Speed Force. They can easily take down Catwoman.
Like even if she would like legit try to hurt him, wouldn't they, like just be, like dodge out of the way of the arm and that's it? Like okay,
Yeah.
whatever. I
Uh,
always see like this scene of Spider-Man, the first movie where the guy tries to punch him and like the punch goes like in his, spider sense reaction, like just, like really slow. Like,
oh yeah, right. Yes.
like I would see it like that. Like
Yes,
even
it's
how
like that.
yeah, it would be like that. Like they would be just like whatever, okay.
Or like these scenes with Quicksilver with the
Right.
with these
Yeah.
movies. Across comics, the real question: why isn't Batman trying to stop them too? I think because everything is going too fast.
Yeah, it takes a woman to be able to counter that.
And he's completely stunned that Catwoman is taking out 3 flashes, so he's just flabbergasted.
Yes, that's a good word. Flabbergasted.
We all
he
know
paid
how
them.
Batman is famous for freezing under pressure.
Right.
Right,
Yes.
yes.
That is so in character.
To that point, Batman should never be able to defeat Superman.
Probably not being realistic, but like comics. But maybe Batman paid them. Like maybe this is all like a ploy to make her feel, like strong, independent woman. Maybe he got, like guys, help me out. Like she's really depressed, So like pretend that she defeats you, so she feels better about herself or
Yes.
something like that. That would make more sense at least.
In the
And he's a
comics, though,
billionaire, right?
in the comics, there is Batman does have a backup plan for all members of the Justice League
Yep.
to take them all out, but he meticulously planned everything, so he knows how to take them out. But Catwoman is a completely different character.
Yep.
So
Right.
yeah. Joseph Stalin, welcome, Joseph. Tom King definitely has an emasculation fetish for some reason. He expresses it on his writing. Yeah, it's noticeable. Yeah. Okay.
Is he married? Like,
I
I
don't
think
know.
so.
can you imagine being married to Tom King and seeing this on the paper? You're like, oh, honey, would you please, like make Batman a little bit more manly,
Right. Okay.
I get the
This-
vibe that it's probably the opposite. He's probably doing the style like this to make her happy because she's, probably kind of a ball buster.
Oh dear.
Okay. This page I added not because it's necessarily bad. I don't think it is. I like the art style, and I can understand the background because this is in the sky, so it completely works visually to me. But what I found interesting is that you have this scene here. So the sentry kills a Creed here, right? So the absorbing man. So the absorbing man cannot take all the power that the sentry has him absorb, and he evaporates, right? Which cool. So here it's like Creel melts with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, atom by atom, dissolving into photons and neutrons and solar winds. And then the page ends with, you already know he'll be back. In other words, nothing matters. So they completely embrace the fact that characters can never die.
Okay.
So-
That's kind of the worst cliffhanger imaginable, isn't it? Like a cliffhanger is, like the blade is about to come down. Like, find out what happens in the next issue, right? Like you're fearing for the character's life.
Yeah, it's
Someone
like Absorbing Man is now gone from existence. His story is done. But no, we all ready to tell you he'll be back because it's comics, and we know that nothing matters. So yeah,
That,
yeah, that's That was my issue with this page, basically.
Otherwise, it would be triggering. Like we need to, comics has to be a safe space. Come on.
Oh, that's true. Tom King was scared of how much testosterone Frank Miller still had.
Oh yeah, they met like in a convention, no? And he was like being scolded by Frank Miller.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, no, something like that happened. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I think Frank Miller was telling, I think Tom King was suggesting something for Batman, and he was just telling him like, no, that Batman wouldn't do that. No, like it's like, oh well,
Yeah.
it's a comic, like anything can happen. It's like, yeah, but no.
He's not used to someone actually, being assertive and telling him no.
Yes, people need to hear no. These new writers are proof that editors are needed, are necessary.
Yes.
You
Definitely.
can't trust them.
You need an editor who has some sort of sway over you. Someone that can really say something, and you have to obey them. Because otherwise, you end up with this crap. Like yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Tom King.
The editor's job is to make sure that everything is consistent and canon matters and characters act according to the profiles, to what they're supposed to do. So
Yeah.
Like having restrictions makes it more interesting. If you cannot face off against the speedster, like how are you gonna do it, right? What really inventive way are you going to, devise to fight a speedster?
right.
But if it's just like yeah, what a boom, they're all dead. It's like what? That's stupid.
Yes.
That's not inventive. That's just stupid.
Oh.
That's like Deus Ex Machina, what we were saying at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, guys.
We've been going on for 1 hour.
Mr. Ben.
Yo.
I think I'd like to share something from you, and because you have something going on here, a sign-up page for Outlaw Knights Genesis of Renegade Part 2.
Yep.
What's that?
So the first issue was Genesis of a Renegade Part 1, kicking off the Outlaw Knights saga. Our main character, Cyrus Lawson, is a guy who's kind of had a little bit of a traumatic past, and he's just kind of trying to get away from it all. He wants to be kind of a small town hero in this small, out of the way colony called Therese. This is the 31st century, by the way, so humanity has been colonizing into outer space. But unfortunately, in issue 1, his dream is ripped right from under him from the get-go as the pirates of the ship Hazard invade the settlement looking for a special piece of data. And push comes to shove, without giving too much away, Cyrus is kidnapped by these pirates. And so in this issue, he's going to have to learn how to get along with these guys, while at the same time he has a very strong prejudice against pirates and criminals in general. And so he's going to have to kind of rework his very black and white sense of right and wrong.
Right. Cool, man. Cool. You have a good way of talking about it also. The story, it sounds interesting. It looks great also. Look at this, man.
Yeah, that's the cover by Jay Krager up there.
Right.
I don't know if you can click on it or not. It's kind of weird with these things. Dang it.
I can make it bigger.
Okay, well that works.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Wellington. He's going to be sort of the big baddie of this next issue. He is a British soldier who, as you can tell, has been cybernetically enhanced, and he specializes in hunting pirates.
Right. Looks amazing.
So Cyrus was on the side of the law. He was a security guard, right? Now
Yep.
he's a pirate and he's being hunted by, the security
He's sort of been
police.
well. He's sort of been shanghaied by these pirates. Serpent at the end of issue 1 basically kind of shoved him along to get into the escape ship, and it's kind of mysterious as to why. And I'm going to reveal why he did that a little later on. But they basically saved his life in many ways.
Okay. Serpent, is that the bartender guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Serpent's whole thing is that he's the first mate of the ship, and also he specializes as a con artist. So he dons a lot of different disguises.
He even has such a cool name, Serpent. Oh my god. That's so cool.
Awesome. Excellent. So people can sign up for this. So when will this campaign go live?
We're going to be launching on Halloween. I'm
Oh.
going to be doing a big old launch stream on my channel that everybody's invited to. You're encouraged to wear a costume, but I'm not going to make you,
Cool. Awesome.
And anybody who missed issue 1, it's going to be available again on this campaign.
Yes. Great. So your channel is called Fusebox?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, guys. So you can check out Fusebox and follow Ben. Yeah, man. I'll be there for the launch. Excellent. Cool.
Absolutely. Everybody, all of y'all are welcome.
Yes. Is there anything else that you want to discuss, guys?
No, I think we're done.
I'm just really annoyed by She-Hulk following the typical through line that all of these properties have been doing of, we have to interject some kind of social issue, and not even like doing it in a clever way, just like, everything's got to be about identity politics, and it's got to be ham-fisted.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to ignore all the other movies that came before, like the fact that, she's sitting there lecturing Bruce Banner about, having to control anger when Bruce Banner has been going through hell for his entire adult life. So you'd think, like, he has a good leg to stand on when it comes to like talking about having to control his emotions. But no, she knows it better. He's just a pussy doing yoga.
Yeah. What is this? The Hulk in the beginning was this massive beast, and now we get this. What a downgrade!
Hipster Hulk is the worst.
Just a normal voice. The Mark Ruffalo voice is just annoying. Also, he should have this deep, powerful voice, and just like, hey, I'm Mark Ruffalo. It doesn't fit him.
when the scene where he's discussing, with her, like the cat calling and everything, and he's like looking at her, like, oh my god, you've been going through so much. Oh my god, yes, poor you, this and that. It's like all the memes where people are saying like, yeah, like my father beat my mother to death, like I tried to kill myself and this and that, but in the series, oh no, poor you got caught. Oh, that's so horrible. Oh my god, just shut up, just slap her into yeah, no.
Dillard is here. Welcome, Dillard. I'm all about identity politics, but my fist is not a ham, more like a slender sliver of bacon. Okay.
I can take that.
But
bacon sauce.
look at him, man. This is such a punchable face. He doesn't look cool. I like the Edward Norton Hulk
Oh yeah, that was good.
from
Yeah.
2008. That Hulk was so cool looking, man. That was the best Hulk, I thought, right? And then you had the Avengers era Hulk, which was more like he is in the comic books, which was perfectly fine. He looked great. But this, man, this is even in the comics. You had this stage in the comics where you had Bruce Banner Hulk like this, but he was still massive. So I don't know
He looked
why they decided to give him this downgrade physically.
so it's not triggering, so it's not in like a safe space and PTSD, and it's not triggering. Like, he still looks friendly, he can smile. He looks so insecure of himself, like, oh, I'm so big, like, should I make like this so I don't look so big, like, oh my god, am I triggering you? I'm so
I'm not
sorry.
threatening. Yes. Yeah. We're not taking
That's
Jennifer's
right.
pain seriously. Yes.
We need to be more sensitive. No, it's like
I wish I got catcalled all the time. I mean, come on.
I think the thing about modern Marvel that annoys me is, like, I feel like underneath all the new shows and movies, it's like the writers of this stuff, it's like they really don't want to be writing superhero stuff, but
Mm,
because it's popular, they feel like they kind of have to. So it's like, well, I'm just going to kind of make fun of it as I do it.
yes.
It's like they don't want to actually tell a real superhero story. They're like,
Right.
oh no, that's lame.
And there is
Yeah.
a fine balance where you can do that, with like the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they did it right. They didn't take
Yeah,
themselves too seriously, but seriously enough for you to get invested in the story, and you knew that there were stakes. Um, but now they went completely into the mocking territory.
yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Oh my god, she's like stronger than him. No,
Yeah.
no, no.
He doesn't look right, man. If you look at this, he doesn't look right. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm not going to watch the series. I don't even have Disney Plus. I'm
Me
not going to
neither.
get it either.
No, me neither.
Sort of like
Not
Lou
watching this
Ferrigno.
crap.
Yes, he's more like Lou Ferrigno. Dr. Reiner says, ruined my second favorite female Marvel character. Oh well, on to something else, like my own waifus. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, they'll be coming for those next.
Anime is next.
Yes. My mom once said, you know what a woman hates more than catcalling? When it stops. Oh my god, if that's your biggest issue, that you get catcalled, you have a great life.
Yes. Definitely, yeah. First world problems.
Right. But I also found this, like the classic She-Hulk with the modern She-Hulk, the comparison.
Oh boy.
So classic She-Hulk. This is She-Hulk that I grew up with, man. That I love. Classic She-Hulk loves being She-Hulk, as this is her true self. Yeah, she was like Jennifer Walters is very skinny and insecure. So yeah, she's strong, confident, and lively. Takes her job seriously, but loves having fun. Feels empowered by her sex appeal. So when people catcall her, that's perfectly fine. Empathizes with her cousin and acknowledges his Hulk as a curse. One of the most respected and loved characters in the Marvel Universe. This is how she always was, right? Modern She-Hulk. This character here sees being She-Hulk as an inconvenience, is insecure, abrasive, condescending, explicitly stated that she's no longer fun, thinks men finding her sexy is the worst thing imaginable. Why? Berates Bruce Banner on why her life is harder than his. Desperately tries to be the Hulk instead of just being her own hero. Yeah, so this is not the same character. And we're
No.
supposed to pretend that they are. Hey, Roland. Welcome, Roland. By the way, guys, Roland is my friend, and Roland is an animator. And although I am not planning on watching The Sandman from Neil Gaiman because it doesn't interest me, but episode 11 is an episode that Roland worked on. It's animated apparently, so I might
Wow. Okay.
watch that episode.
Respect. Wow.
And Eslin, welcome, Eslin. Nice to see you in the chat. Reneki says the animated series did her right. I don't think I ever saw that.
Have you seen Diller's comments?
Wait. I was catcalled once 18 years ago. I still think about it some nights. Sometimes I wake in a cold sweat. My therapist says I'm always halfway over it. That's terrible, man. The trauma must be terrible.
Yeah. Men are monsters.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, life is tough for good-looking people, I guess.
Anyway, you have the shitload of awesome characters created by actual creators who wanted to entertain people, and now they're in the hands of small-minded people who don't know what to do with them. So they just make like activism pamphlets. I don't know.
Boring Activision pamphlets. They should make them interesting. Good, good looking, engaging, interesting. You say, oh, okay, maybe I don't agree with what you're saying, but visuals impressive.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, like, people have done political stuff in the past, and they still, like, they were able to incorporate it in a much smarter way.
Yes.
And yeah, like it was subtler. Mm-hmm. It was actually subtle. None of this is subtle.
No, not at all. No, I've heard people talking about, like Star Trek, like even from the first season, it was very socialist, like very utopian. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
If it has, a little bit of a socialist message behind, in between all the entertaining, whatever. At least make it entertaining. At least make it so we want to see it.
Star Trek, indeed, they did it also. They tackled some issues, important issues, but I don't think they hit you over the head with it. Nope. The story was always the main focus.
Right. Yeah.
And also, whenever they would present like some kind of like an issue where like an issue that was up for debate, they wouldn't demonize the opposing side. They would try to present both sides in a way where it's like, okay, you can understand why they think the way they think. Mm-hmm. It was a much smarter way to approach the issue. Nowadays, it's like, well, our side are the total good guys, and whatever we disagree with, they're the total bad guys.
Right.
There's no room for understanding or nuance.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just black and white.
Yeah. Immortal Rising comic book says Sandman was okay, decent adaptation from what I remember from the comic. The casting missed a few, but the biggest turd was changing Constantine.
Oh,
and Lucifer's
Constantine a girl?
Yeah, I think she was a girl now, right?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm not really following the entire Sandman thing.
well, I was never a fan. I don't know. But I've heard everyone's got race swapped or gender swapped or something swapped. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if the series is good, at least that. But I haven't heard anyone, like really praising it or anything.
I don't know. I can't tell. I'm not planning on watching it except for episode 11, Roland. I'm going to watch that episode because I want to see what you made, what you worked on. I'm proud of you. Well done, man. Okay, guys. To close off, I want to remind everyone that they can back Red Eyes 3. Red Eyes 3 is an in-demand, wonderful book if you like fantasy. This is your thing. Look at this art, it's phenomenal. You can sign up to American Bliss Father's Pride Part 1. The artist Eric told me that he will be done with the art end of September. So I hope we can launch the campaign soon after that. And you can back Perfect 10 issue 3, which also comes with another new comic called Crossworlds. Check it out, guys. It has amazing art. It has amazing story. It won awards, and you should all have it in your collection. So yes.
I have actually read Crossworlds. I've read it, I've seen it, and I'm gonna say it's fantastic. Someone really loves the booty. Someone involved in the book really loves the booty.
I'm not complaining. No.
You've bought it, you're gonna love it.
Reneki, Death Saw Comics is coming. Countdown to Meltdown. Oh, what's this, man? What's this? Death Saw Comics? Ooh, interesting. Roland says, I like the rest of the Sandman series also. Very English, almost Doctor Who kind of vibe. Okay. Okay. Take my money. Yeah. I think I already did. And we printed 2 books. We will print the 3rd issue, I hope, in 2 weeks. So, okay, guys. David, Ben, thank you both so much for doing this with me.
Thank you for having me.
It was a great time. And a special thanks to the chat for everyone who showed up, for watching, for commenting. Please like if you like, share, subscribe if you haven't yet. Check out Fusebox channel, check out David Feed's channel, and I'll be back tomorrow on this channel with a drink with Brink, and my guest will be Brian Menard with his new campaign, Projectile Reptile. So that will be tomorrow, guys. Okay.
All right.
This was it. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ben, we won't see you next week, but for now, thank you very much, and see you all next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Cheers, mate.